So let's look at distance, degrees and direction with Google Earth, focusing on the map of Australia. I'm using my iPad split screen with my Google Earth and my Keynote application. First things first, we need to make sure we know our directions. So north, south, east, west, or never eat soggy wheat bix. Or Nancy eats silly worms, or Norman eats spew. Wow. Make sure you know them. Between north and east, we've got northeast, and you've got southeast, southwest, northwest. As you can see, this video is going really fast, so you might need to go back and slow the video down, or check out a previous video which involves looking at these directions very closely and a bit slower than what you're seeing here. But these are the things that we need to know for this activity. As you can see here, it's showing you now the degrees involved. So you've got from 0 degrees to 90 degrees to 180 degrees to 270 degrees. So as I'm speaking, more and more is being put onto this slide for us to refer to. So, for example, northeast, that's 45 degrees. And in between north and northeast, you've got a north-northeast, which is 22.5 degrees. So you can sort of see how our angles come into play. Okay, there's a 90-degree angle when you get from north to east. Anyway, that's really important that we know, so we can measure some distances and look at degrees and direction. For example, when it comes to from Melbourne to Sydney, when we check out Google Earth. So I had a bit of fun playing around with the app on Google Earth. Again, this is the iPad version. So I've just typed in Melbourne and we're zooming in here. I'm just pinching in, and I pinched out quickly so it didn't go all the way in. And now I'm using the function where I can add a point. You click that ruler thing there, and that allows you to do the function I'm about to show you. So I've clicked on add point at Melbourne, and now I'm drawing up to where Sydney is, and I'm going to click add point again. And you can see it's giving me the distance already, 713 kilometers. So if I zoom out again, I press the tick at the top, and now I can have a bit of an idea of what that degree and direction we're looking at when we're going here from Melbourne to Sydney. So as you can see, I've written down 713 kilometers for the distance because Google Earth gives that to us, which is great. So now let's look at the direction. And it's important to refer back to your knowledge of your compass here, your different directions. Okay, so if we're sort of looking at that yellow line, and then looking on the left-hand side of the screen as well, we get a bit of an idea of where we're heading. And I can sort of see sort of in between northeast and east-northeast, not quite east-northeast. Okay, so my best estimate would be, I'd say it's northeast, from Melbourne to Sydney. So now let's check out degrees. If we can see here on the left-hand side, we can see what the degrees for northeast is. You can see it's 45 degrees because it's halfway between 0 and 90, but I wouldn't say it's exactly 45 degrees. Maybe we're going to add in another 10 degrees or so. We're just estimating here. You might think I'm wrong, but I'm going to put down 55 degrees as an approximate, angle from Melbourne to Sydney. Now let's check out the distance, degrees and direction when we're talking about the Daintree rainforest, beautiful lush tropical area of northern Australia, to the middle of Australia where we're going to Uluru. So I'm going to add my marker in now, again third from the bottom, your little ruler thing. And we're going to try and put it pinpoint on the Daintree rainforest there, press add point, and hopefully we've got a bit of an idea where we're heading. See if I'm going the right way here. Oh, a bit too far north. Oh, let's go a bit further south. Might need to investigate where Uluru particularly lies. Quite fascinating when you come in and zoom at this incredible structure from this point of view. There it is, Uluru. You can see that distance quite a way. 1,800 kilometers. So I'd comfortably say there about 1,807 kilometers from the Daintree through to Uluru in the Northern Territory. I forgot to tell you, make sure you press add point and press that tick at the top because that will leave that marker there, and then you can see that line from the Daintree all the way through to Uluru. And again, hopefully you're thinking mentally back to your compass and your knowledge of degrees, and you might have a bit of a value in mind already. Okay, remember though, it's the direction from the Daintree to Uluru, okay, not from Uluru through to the Daintree. So let's investigate further. So we've written down 1,807 kilometers for our distance. Google gave us that quite nicely. Let's check out now the direction. Like I mentioned before, it's not going to be in northeast. Let's see where we're zooming into. Okay, so we're zooming into between south and west. Okay, so we're thinking of maybe it's the southwesterly direction that lines up best with that yellow line. It might not be exactly perfect. You might have your own opinion. You might think it's, west-southwest as your direction. I think I'm going to pick here though. I think that yellow line does look close enough to southwest. So obviously a bit of estimation happening here as well. And you can see it's around 225 degrees there for that southwest as well. So I'm going to write in here next to our distance. I think it's southwest and 225 degrees from Uluru through to the Daintree. Well, there you have it. Hope you've learned a few things about distance, direction, and degrees in relation to Google Earth. Feel free to have a go yourself now and see if you can determine distance, direction, and degrees for these different places that you can see on the screen. You've also got the worksheet that you can do along with this video.